I work at Oracle Data Cloud. It is the largest data platform in the world. We sell data, actually, and in order to sell data, we need to process a lot of data. Petabyte scale every week, and just in case you were wondering, this is what petabyte scale of calculation looks like when running on Amazon. And you know, cloud isn't cheap, and we had to optimize many things. Always, it's a constant process, and we had to understand how cloud providers works, how they operate. So this is what I'm gonna talk about. So in case just you wanted to compete with Amazon and start your own cloud service provider, the first thing you need to offer is just the basic. It's computing and storage, and as many of you probably know, storage is just an application built on top of computing. The second thing to offer is everything else. I mean, don't let your users pay for other external CDN, DNS, other services. Just, you want all their money to go to you, so you offer it to them, and it's easy. Why? Because these are just applications running on top of your computing service. If your users like MySQLs, do they like Redis, you can offer it to them. You can install it for them and wrap it nicely with some UI or API with Python, and offer it as a brand new service which you can charge for. And then again, these are just your computing services with some applications running on. So now you've got a lot of computing resources, which are sometimes hard to sell, so you need to find ways to sell your redundant resources. So how you do that? You sell it as lambdas, you can sell it as spot instances, you can sell it, the best way is Docker containers. You can just get rid of all your extras that way. And now you need to find a way to charge your users. So you need to make it complicated. Use something catchy like Glacier data retrievals are priced based on the peak hourly retrieval capacity used within a calendar month. But actually, the general approach is much easier. The more your users pay, the more they use, the more they pay, of course, but the marginal cost is actually getting smaller. And there is this red line over there which represents the point at which your users, it is more cost efficient for your users to run their own data center, and you don't want to go to that point. So once they reach this yellow point over there, you assign them an account manager. Now this person's only purpose is to make sure your users will keep on paying you and rely more heavily on your services. One way to do so is just simply by offering a discount. So you're getting farther and farther from the point at which you consider moving to your own data center, and at some point this is just a bad habit. You don't really want to get to that point, and well, that's it. So what you should do, should you just leave the cloud and start your own data center? That's one option, but you can also find a way to hack the pricing model. How you do so? Well, the easiest way is just remember that everything the cloud provider offers you is just applications running on top of your of the computing service, and you can do it yourself. For example, we built our very own ELB. We built our own SQS. We don't use EMR the way Amazon wants us to use EMR. And we rely heavily on spot instances, which is basically the cheapest computing you can buy. And we recommend you to do the same. Thank you.